Alright, I've been meaning to film all month. Started off productive at the beginning of the month. I was filming after the last video, ready for a trip I was going to go on for my 29th birthday, which was on the 12th of March. So that week I did a bit of filming leading up to it. Well, I started. I'll show you this now. Now then, new week, new challenges. It's my birthday next weekend and I would like to get the van habitable before then. So today I'm going to try and do as much as I possibly can on this kitchen area, try and box it all off and maybe even try and get my electric sorted. Maybe the plumbing too. Let's see what happens. And it's actually sunny for once. Stoked. Pardon the mess, but that's all the front little trims put on the front of the cabinets. And now I'm going to put a little shelf in this corner area for the wastewater tank to fit on. I'm going to have an onboard one instead of a drain going up the bottom of the van this time. I don't know why, but I just want to have it like that way this time, just for a change. Everything's going to be contained, I guess. So, clean water, grey water. I'm just going to put a little shelf on there for that to sit on. But first of all, I've got to put my water pump in, and I forgot what that's called now. I've got to put that in anyway. So I'm just going to put those in there on the wall. So it's all going to be quite nice and local, all the water. It's called an accumulator. Remembered. Also, on this build, I'm not using the push fit pipes and connections. I'm just using the blue food grade hose instead with Jubilee clips. I had a few leaks with the other one, and I feel like this way is just a lot simpler. So I'm going for that this time. Water tank, pump, accumulator, tap. Simple. Oh, I am loving this weather. It's so hot today. It's the first time I've been able to work on my van without a hoodie on. It's so warm. I just cycled to the shop to get some more Jubilee clips, and it is roasting. So now I can finish off my plumbing now. Plumbing done. Now I can put the shelf in that I can rest the waste tank on. It would have been way harder doing that after I put the shelf in, so back to building the kitchen. And that's all I got really there. It was a busy week. I did manage to get the van ready to go on a little trip. I went up to the Lake District, and for some reason I just didn't film it. In hindsight now, I really wish that I did film it, but here's a few pictures of the evening and the day. It was probably one of the best birthdays I've had in a while, to be honest. We drove up to the Lake District, got there at like quarter past midnight, and it was really foggy and overcast. Woke up in the morning to like these amazing views, just hills all around us, not a soul in sight, and then went up and climbed up this mountain called Pavey Ark, which is near Langdale. If you don't know it, you should go if you can, because it is absolutely beautiful. Then after that, came back home and didn't have enough time to do any filming whatsoever. But I did manage to empty all the last remaining bits out of the old van which I needed, and did a little bit of film on that. I was going to tow it away. I'll show you that footage now. Today I finally took out all the stuff out the old van to put into the new one, and I'm finally going to say goodbye to it. So now I'm just going to go and tow it away to the scrapyard, see what I can get for it. Towing it didn't work. It's fully seized up, it will not roll forward at all. So now I'm just waiting for a wagon to come and collect it. I'm going to get a little bit less for it now, but at least it's out the way. Sad time, end of an era really. I did have a lot of fun building that van. It was a huge learning curve, and I've got some good memories from it, going down to Cornwall and stuff last year. But you know, these things happen, times change, you got to change with them. I've also been on a few trips with university. I spent the week in Snowdonia doing some hill and moorland leader training and mountain leader training. That was a really awesome week, climbing up mountains and in the hills and all over North Wales and stuff like that. I took some amazing pictures, so take a look at a few of these. So here we are now, nearly a month since the last video. I've had a hectic month with university work because it's nearing the end of my first year of university. Got a lot of work sheets to do, essays to do, stuff like that. But I'm nearly there now, nearly at the end of it. So we should be making a lot more videos more often. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the van now, what I'm up to. And then I'm going to go for a session at Beast Ramp Skate Park in Manchester because I've got a competition coming up on the weekend and I'd like to be a little bit in shape for that. So here we are. Starting from this corner, we have the platform on which I'm going to be putting my stove. It's got a little hole in it here to keep all my scrap wood. And then on top of it will be some aluminium and some aluminium on the sides with a little air gap. The same on the back, aluminium all the way up with an air gap, so with the heat stays in. I'm probably going to do some aluminium on the door on the side too. I mean, the stove is only small, it's probably only this wide, so I might not need it there or there, but definitely on the back. Then moving on to the cupboards, you've seen the footage of me putting the last little bits on, doing this bit, all the plumbing. It's all in, it's just it's still not wired up. Didn't get round to finishing the electrics. I did wire my MPPT solar charger in, but it started making this funny whizzing noise, like a bee. I thought there was a bee or a wasp inside the van, but it was actually the solar charge unit. So I'm gonna have to get a new one of those. And then leading around to the kitchen. So obviously I've got these baskets from the old van, put them in to keep some storage in. The cups are up, the spice rack's back in. This is a little tea light holder. It looks cool. I mean, you've seen a picture just a few minutes ago. Obviously that's just full of stuff from when I went camping. The bed is very, very comfortable. And what else have I done? I've painted these undercoats ready to paint white. I just want to keep it nice and bright, so I'm going to paint it white, and I think then I'm going to do something with the worktops, and I'm going to get some sort of splashback. I don't know what yet. Hopefully, I'm thinking of getting some copper sheet and putting some copper sheet on the top and copper sheet on the back as well. I think that'll look awesome. So, little update of what's going to be happening in the future. In May, I am going on my first trip over to Europe. I'm going to go for a road trip down the west coast of France and along the south coast towards Montpellier. There's a competition in Montpellier called FIS that I'm going to be competing in. I haven't been for a couple of years because of my knee. My knee isn't any better, but I've got my knee brace now, and riding probably can't make it that much worse. I don't want to waste another summer trying to get an operation, so I'm just going to try and ride on it and do the best as I possibly can. I mean, I'm the most happy when I'm riding my bike, and I'm the most happy when I'm riding my bike to my best abilities. That's what I'm going to be doing a lot more of in the summer. Leading up to that trip in France, I'm going to be finishing all the van off, filming it all, because I'll have a lot more time. So you can follow me along with that. And also I'm going to film the whole trip to France. Daily updates when I'm over there, and then probably a compilation video at the end of it, which should be pretty awesome. So for now, I'm going to go and get ready to go riding, and I'm going to go and ride beast ramps. Sorry for the lack of videos. I am trying my best to keep everyone updated and do some filming. I've made a list of all kinds of videos that I want to be doing in the future, so some exciting stuff. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more inspired I am to make more videos. If you want, you can give us a share. Until next time, take it easy. Cheers.